I told you there was one more in the chamber. When they make bad Star Trek movies, they don't really hold back. Out of all the TOS movies, this one is by far the worst. On just bad movies, it's Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, the one directed by Shatner. I wonder how he got this gig.
Look, I'll make this real simple. If I don't get the director's gig, there's no Captain Kirk, and that'll end your Final Frontier real quick. What's the worst that can happen? It's not like this picture's going to end up on some shitty little YouTube channel.
Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, 1989, 106 minutes long. It had a budget of $33 million, made $63 million back at the box office. Out of the entire slew of TOS movies, this is definitely the Star Trek nemesis of the TOS era. What do you reckon, Z?
It is one of the worst films in the Star Trek series, but I've got to be honest, after rewatching it today, it's better than anything that Kurtzman Trek has put out.
Do you know, I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment.
This was an absolute pleasure and a breath of fresh air from watching Starfleet Academy.
And I'm sure everybody will agree with you too. Hello to everybody in the chat tonight. Not Z3PO was first. And he's not your sock puppet account. We were talking about that a while ago, weren't we?
Yeah, it's not me.
No, and it's not Swappers.
It's the numbers.
Hello to Franco Walker as well. Gavin Blackburn. Brian's in there, producer Brian. Argentum. Hello, RG. Hello, hope you're well. Manuel Grill. Garbage Who AI. And Atom Gray. Hello. Crikey. We've got a good crowd in tonight, and possibly many more. Hello to you, wherever you may be, wherever you may be watching. You might be watching this on the re-rub. I hope you enjoy yourself. We're going to have a blast with this one, because, it's that bad, it's good. And like you say, in the grand scheme of things, when you compare it to, like, anything Kurtzman's done, this is an absolute breath of fresh air. Nimbus 3, the planet of galactic peace. How's that working out for him, do you think?
I don't know. I got one question, though.
Mm-hmm.
How did Sybok get there?
Yeah, it was after a starship.
Surely a starship brought him there.
Yeah, a long way from Vulcan, although he was an outcast from Vulcan.
But
nobody had ever heard of Sybok. Sybok was never ever mentioned once in the original series, and Sarek never alluded to the fact that he'd had another child with a Vulcan princess, no doubt.
Exactly right, and strange that when he was talking about his brother, he never brought up his mysterious sister, Michael Burnham.
Yeah, funny that.
He's got lots of secret siblings, hasn't he, Spock?
Yeah.
Like the Dark Horse.
His dad's got one in every spaceport, it seems. Brian in the chat says Space Horse. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, have they got... Notice it's got a horse in. Shatner's got a thing about horses.
It's best of all the animals.
Now, this character on the left is John. That's a weird name. Who come up with that one?
I don't know. They should have called him Gums.
Or Dave. Yeah, you got a real pretty smile.
Boy, you sure got a pretty mouth.
You're gonna pray for me, boy. I'm hearing space banjos now. Anyway, I think this is taking a bit of a knock at the power of cult. Sybok's charming, and he's got that way, and he's how can I put it? I think what he's doing is, because he's like a full Vulcan, not a half Vulcan, and I think he's got a bit more power than what Spock's got. So I think essentially what he's doing, he's mind melding with these people in some way or another, and he's using like the darkest, the things that right at the back of the subconscious to try and like win them over.
Yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be based on televangelists, so he's got that same kind of aura, very forceful personality, and easy to win over the weak-minded. Maybe he's a Jedi. He's got the robes for it.
Yeah. In real life, Lawrence Luckenbaugh He's Sam Raimi's father-in-law. I didn't know
Really?
that. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know
Brian
that he
told
was
me.
married to Lucille Arnaz, who was the daughter of Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball, who produced the original series.
Oh, well, maybe I'm getting that wrong then. But now you've mentioned that, so he was sort of he was the brother-in-law of Walter Nebica from Automan.
Really?
Yeah, can you remember Desi Arnaz Jr. was in Automan, wasn't he?
Yes. Of course.
Oh God, it's weird, isn't it? Anyway, Yellowstone National Park. Kirk's got a thing for climbing rocks. Who knew? I didn't. Maybe it's like something to do with when he had that fight with the Gorn.
I think he just likes rocks.
Yeah. Oh, what's that called? Is it
El Capitan.
No, I know that's El Capitan. I'm just trying to, where he fought the Gorn. Is it Sanchez Rocks or something in California? You're looking it up now. Good man.
I am.
I wonder if Atom Gray knows, because that's his neck of the woods.
The Vasquez Rocks.
Vasquez, I knew it was something like that, yeah. RG in the chat says Vasquez Rocks, not Z3PO as well. Yeah, Atom Gray's in there with that one. Oh, Ajamajaj, I love that. Row your boat, we'll get to that. Dutch Gradient says, Automan, I love that show. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Punchy's just joined us as well. Hello, Punchy. Yeah, so Kirk's climbing a rock. I don't know. I think there's a euphemism in there somewhere, don't you?
Maybe he likes rocks.
And this is the second time we hear a curse word in the Star Trek franchise. Second and third time, actually. Because Bone says, you know what, Jem, you really pissed me off. And then we get another Klingon bastard later.
Cleon said, you killed my bastard.
Yeah. Strangely enough, the actor who played David Marcus, who was Merritt Buttrick, yeah, he died in, I think it was 89.
Did he really?
Yeah, of an AIDS-related illness, toxicara.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Puffed
so anyway, yeah, and that was like a year and a half after he starred in Next Gen, with Judson Scott in the same episode. So two people from The Wrath of Khan in one episode. Was that called Symbiosis, where they were tied to another class?
Yeah, one was producing the drugs and the other was giving them goods and services.
Yeah. Well, that could indeed be a metaphor for capitalism, not just drugs. So Bones is watching. Hey, is that one of them Tomitronic games?
Well, like Ridge Racer, and he's like driving his little cars and stuff.
I always wanted, the Tomitronic 3D like Space Invaders game. I always wanted that, the red one, and I never got it because my parents were tight.
I always wanted Astro Blaster.
Really? Anyway, Kirk's halfway up El Capitan.
Well, actually, he's halfway up a fiberglass wall. El Capitan's in the background.
Shh. You're giving the magic away.
Oh, sorry. She's actually filming this in a car park.
This is for real. Anyway, Spock turns up in his Gary Glitter boots. What they've got rockets on the bottom.
Ooh. I want to be in his gang.
Dutch Gradient says, here we go. Fun fact, Vasquez Rocks is where James Cameron got Jeanette Goldstein's character's name.
Thought that's where he got her from. It's hanging around.
Yeah, Manuel Grill. I got my dispenser out. Anyone want a marshmallow? Obviously, the name's changed over the centuries. Space blue screen, says Manuel. Yeah, so he basically says, oh, you're not going to win any awards for climbing this mountain, mate. And
surely that would have given him whiplash.
Yeah. So anyway, he tits up and slips,
descent.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
And then Spock rescues him with his space boots. Yeah, but
Some
like you
really
say,
nasty video compositing on the floor.
wouldn't that essentially have broke his spinal cord?
You would have thought,
Hmm.
but it
From a
doesn't.
risk
So the plot can
assessment point
happen.
of view, that can't be good for you.
I wouldn't have thought so.
No. Hey, look, we've got a bit of lens flare there, and J.J. Abrams is still in secondary school.
Well, still in his dad's balls at this point.
Oh, he should have fucking stayed there, to be fair.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back on Nimbus 3,
Takes
It's funny
back
that.
to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are cats.
Yeah, Kirk manages to get some pussy in this. Keefy Monoped says 23rd century kinky boots. Nice. So this is Paradise City. It really looks appealing. Do you know what this reminds me of? Burning Man.
I've never been, but it's I think it's supposed to be based on some sort of space western style thingy.
I've never been to Burning Man, but I know personally a lot of burners. If anybody used to be on Tribe, hello, how are you? Oh, yeah, there's some oddbods in this one, but this isn't Sybok. There we go. There's a bit of space pussy, and she's got 3 titties as well.
What? And she's not on Mars.
And funny, another interesting fact, that's Lucia Naff, isn't it, who played Ensign Sonia Gomez, who was the 3-titted girl in Total Recall.
Yes.
Do you know what really naffed me off about this? Yeah.
What?
She's a Romulan. 1, she doesn't look Romulan. 2, her name's Caitlin. Of all the names they could have picked for a Romulan, Caitlin.
Yeah, I mean, you would have think they'd make a bit more Romulan, considering this is the first time we've actually seen the Romulans on the big screen.
Yeah, this is the first outing in a TOS movie.
Yep.
Wouldn't that have been great? In another universe, Star Trek 3 initially was going to be the Romulans, wasn't it?
But they,
I wonder how that would have
changed it
panned
to
out.
Klingons. It would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
I think.
This is interesting. Garbage Who AI says Burning Man or Birmingham. Both.
I read that as Bumming Man.
Oh, Atom Gray says Tribe was amazing. It was indeed. And funny thing about Tribe is, I ended up towards its end of life becoming one of its system administrators, and I was I was converting it all from what it was in. It was in ASP and Ajax, and I was converting it all to PHP. But we didn't even finish the project, and it just got scrapped. But the nice lady who was trying to resurrect it was working really hard, but couldn't get any funding. And I think she said it was Mark Cuban who started that off. Anyway, David Warner, Sark from Tron.
His first Star Trek appearance.
St. John Talbot.
Later went on to play Chancellor Gorkon in the next movie. And Gone
How many lights?
There are 4 lights! And the Klingon is played by Charles Cooper, who went on to play Klingon Chancellor Kempek in 2 episodes of Next Gen.
Yeah. Now you've said it, I see it. Oh, thank you ever so much, Brian. We've got 3 pot knackers there, Z. If Ron Jeremy was a Klingon.
Well, now it's canon that they've got 4 balls.
Yeah. Weird. Who knew? Gaydon obviously does.
Yes. Well, Kyle certainly does.
Oh, yeah. That I don't think, mind you, that sneezing on last week's episode, you know, I reckon it definitely might be a bit of space AIDS.
Might be.
I suppose that's Klingon for hello. And he goes, I can't fucking argue with you. He just pulls this, yeah, you got me there. A Klingon that's resigned to the fact that he's just there to drink and he's getting paid to do it.
Well, this is supposed to be a peace planet where they're all supposed to be cooperating and creating an idyllic paradise, and it's anything but.
True. Atom Gray says that like button isn't going to hit itself, people. Thank you, Atom, you're a diamond. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. Yeah, you can't get this level of bad quality entertainment anywhere else.
No, this is the only Star Trek film to be nominated for Golden Raspberry for Worst Picture.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I do. It's like a bit of a guilty pleasure. You know, it's bad, but it's still good because it's TOS Trek.
It's still entertaining, and you know, I didn't object to it being on screen when I rewatched it earlier.
Mm.
I mean, Gene Roddenberry wasn't happy with it though, because
No, he
Meeting
wasn't.
God was one of his initial scripts for the Star Trek revival project.
Yeah, it was going to be the Vija thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ahmedinejad. I really don't know how to pronounce that, but I'll give it a hell of a shot. I'll just start calling you AJ. There we go. Since they're drinking on the new show, why aren't they smoking? Good old space Marlboros.
But they are. St. John Talbot has a cigarette on.
Yeah, but he's on about the new stuff. Take me down to the paradise city where there's a strange... I can't... I've ballsed it up. I'm not firing on all four this week, guys. You might have noticed I'm sounding a bit under the weather. Yeah, that's payment for taking piss out of Gaydon and his space aids.
Have you caught something off of Gaydon?
I think I caught it off of Kyle.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I think somebody didn't wash a mug out properly.
He had some severe facial monkeypox going on last time I saw him.
Yeah. So anyway, Sybok turns up, and he's got his little cohorts with him. Basically, it's the cult of Sybok, isn't it?
So has he shown every single one of these individuals their personal pain?
Possibly, yeah.
Because he's certainly built up quite the following here.
Yeah, he's just he's gathering all the flotsam and jetsam up, isn't he? As he goes along. I tell you something, he'd have a bit of a laugh, really, trying to figure out my pain.
Oh, mine's my lower back.
Mine's my knob. It's so small.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the room when he shows you your pain because everybody else can see it.
My pain's getting laughed at.
I don't know how that works, but, you know, we'll cover that later.
Well, you know, moving swiftly on. But have you noticed, in a way, Sybok's cult has got beneficial elements to it, because if you look at St. John Talbot here, he was just so despondent, and he was fed up, and he felt like he'd been chucked in a bad situation by the Federation Council. And he's kind of like scruffy, unkempt and all that. And then later on he's all quite tidy, but in fact all of them are. But I tell you something, she is very tasty.
She is, and I love her headphones.
Yeah, they Bose.
Something like that. I wonder if St. John's Talbot personal pain was being on Nimbus 3.
Yeah, possibly. Cynthia Gow, who played Kate, it's actually Caitlin Dar, so still too close to Caitlin for me. Oh, I've remembered there's Spice Williams in this as Vixis. She's quite well built. In fact, she's better looking now than she is in this. Lawrence Luckinbill, that's a right name, isn't it? In fact, I'm going to...
his final cinematic appearance.
Really?
Yeah, he's appeared in a few TV items after this, but this is the last time you see him on screen.
Yeah, you're right. He's been married to Luciana since 1980. They've got 3 kids. Yeah. He's from Arkansas. Wow. His IMDb pictures, well, you wouldn't think it was the same guy. Yeah, last time he was in anything, it was a TV movie in 2005.
Yep.
Bizarre.
Is he even still alive?
Well, he was born in 1934. Let me just have a quick click here. His nickname's Larry. Who would have thought?
Larry Luckinbill.
Lawrence George Lockenbill. Larry. Hey there, Larry. 6'1". According to this, he's still alive.
Oh. You know that Max von Sydow was favoured for the role of Sybok?
Do you know that'd have been really cool, Chief Justice?
Yeah, I just wonder how it would have turned out with him in the lead role.
I had an interesting argument with somebody quite recently about the Stallone Judge Dredd movie.
Mm.
You know, well, I had to basically tell somebody that Rico and Joseph,
Yes.
were actually clones of Chief Justice Griffin.
Yes.
And he just wasn't buying it.
Not Griffin.
Oh, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah. Fargo.
Fargo, yeah, that's it. I thought you'd know better than I do.
You see, it would have been better on that movie if Stallone had played both roles.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been a bit cheesy. Although him and Armand Asante do look quite similar in some respects. But it definitely... Oh, my God, I take it back about Spice Williams. Jesus. I've seen the picture. She looked all right from a distance.
You mean Spice Williams Crosby?
Well, yeah.
Who went on to marry Denise Crosby's half-brother.
I was just about to say that. You beat me to it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you know who else was up for the role of Vixis?
Go on.
Kim Cattrall.
Yes. I remember now.
Mm.
That would have been... I'm glad she didn't get it, to be fair.
Yeah, I think she was a lot better as in Star Trek.
Valeris.
Valeris, yeah.
Yeah. Apart from them sideburns, that didn't... Yeah, I don't know. I kind of got a Rick Mail vibe from her hair for some reason. He's the army of galactic light and he's taking over Paradise City. As you do. And do you want to do the line? What St. John Talbot says?
Well, no, because I completely forget it.
It's basically something like, we're already prisoners. Because we've been stranded on this barren rock. Because they want the transmitter, the subspace transmitter behind them.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, Space Dog. All the good bits in this film
are reused.
Are reused. They're all like elements from Star Trek 2 and, well, 3. Yeah, so Space Dock, that looks good. Reused shot from Star Trek 4 of the new or the rebadged Yorktown. So that's a bone of contention with some fans. Some fans dispute that this is not. It wasn't the Yorktown.
Well, I mean, that all depends on your point of view because, I mean, Scotty says that it's the new ship and everything doesn't work on it. If it were the Yorktown and just rebadged, then surely it would be fully operational.
Well, I think it was a brand new, like the A model of the Constitution class. So this was going to be the Yorktown, and it was just like hot off the press. But because of what happened with the probe in the last film, and Kirk and crew saving Earth and the Federation, they gave him this as a bit of a reward to say, right, you're a captain now, and you need a ship. So I think it was like a very ad hoc thing. It's not even had a shakedown cruise, to be fair.
No. It's weird because, I mean, that they do fly over the Excelsior there.
Yeah. Oh, I love Excelsior.
So why didn't Kirk take the Excelsior?
Because that had already been promised to somebody else.
No, it's already promised to somebody else. But they needed his expertise and his ability to be a diplomat. Or what he really should have done is gone to theatre class.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then he could have sorted out the Nimbus incident without her having to get a kit off.
Yeah, that's bad, isn't it? When you have to get Granny to flog her tuppence. And I don't like this undercurrent here. There's a bit of something going on between Scotty and her.
This is completely out of the blue.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on this one. I don't. Well, I mean, what happened? Bit of pensioner sex going on in the future.
Oh, God. Oof. It'd be like sticking your dick in a box of cornflakes.
Oh dear, oh dear.
But she's brought him like a bag of space monster munch.
These monster munch, yes. I brought you a bag of crisps.
Hey, you're a good lassie. Thank you for the... What? Pickled onion? You're joking, aren't you? I like beef. Good old monster munch. Mind you, I used to like Space Raiders.
Me too.
Still only 10p.
I was a bit of a fan of the pickled onion ones, but my absolute favourite, chutney flavoured outer spacers. They were lush as hell.
Really? I don't remember those. Hello to Cartoon Man in the chat. Thanks for joining us. And Ben, Excelafult. It's bad. The dialogue is weak. Some of the acting is terrible. But obviously, an actor has to take direction from the director. And that director is Shatner.
Mm-hmm.
So this is his hubris project. He was rather childish about things because he basically said to Harve Bennett, Leonard's done too. When do I get a shot? And apparently there was a bit of blackmail involved, hence the bit of a spoof during the intro. Anyway, Chekhov's the navigator.
Yes.
Sulu's the helmsman. So is it down to Chekhov that they're lost?
Maybe he's only good in space.
Yeah. I tell you something, out of all the roles this guy did, I think his best one is Bester.
Yeah, on B5.
Babylon
definitely.
5, yeah. Al Bester.
And Koenig said in interviews that he only worked 8 days on this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
At least he gets to sit in the chair.
Just over a week's work.
Well, yeah. Keefy Monoped says, is that Chekhov giving Sulu a BJ? Oh, my.
No, I still think that Chekhov is straight in this film. It's only when Sybok shows him his pain.
What, bomb pain?
He starts to bat for the other side.
Ooh. And this whole camping row your boat scene's just bad, but who wastes whiskey? Actually, it's bourbon. Who puts bourbon in beans? What a waste.
Know, but I'm kind of interested to try it.
Really? It's got to be bourbon, though.
Whiskey in the beans. Got to give it a try.
Do you think that's an advert for JD by any chance? I don't like JD. Oh, God, it's awful.
Oh, I used to love it.
I can't drink bourbon at all. I have never found a bourbon I like yet. Although
Too sugary for me now.
I like me Scotch. If it's got to be from Scotland, the good stuff. Meanwhile, another V probe. It gets some nice, loving treatment from like one of the crappiest Klingons ever. Oh, what's his name?
Todd Bryant.
That's right, Clar.
Yeah, he's actually a stuntman by trade, so I don't know how he managed to nab this. He's actually worked with Shatner before on TJ Hooker.
Yeah. But yet again, we get to see the Klingon bird of prey. This isn't reused footage, sadly. And it's a shame, really, because the ILM Klingon bird of prey is far superior than this.
But it's not ILM on this movie, is it? They were a bit busy on other films.
Yeah. Was it Ghostbusters 2 and Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, yeah.
So it was down to Brand Ferren's effects company called Associates and Ferren.
Definitely a step down, especially the effects on God.
Oh, yeah.
Which very dodgy, to say the least.
And he worked on Altered States, which is a film I don't really like, and also Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, but his whole shtick is totally different to ILM. A cheaper process. It's like Poundland ILM.
But the Klingon makeup's good.
Yeah. And I'm glad they reused this set for Generations. If you remember. You know when, was it Lursa or Bator who was in the chair when they started firing at the Enterprise D?
Oh, what? In Generations? Really?
Yeah, that's the same like periscopy disruptor station.
Wow.
Yeah, in fact, they reused that set. There we go. He sounded like a fucking Yorkshire Terrier chewing a slipper. Manuel Grail says, why does the bird of prey have a periscope? Why not? The Klingon... oh, AJ says, the Klingon woman is manlier than Gaiden.
Yes, I think any Klingon woman is manlier than Gaiden.
Yeah. Punchy says, whiskey and beans is okay. Whiskey in your cornflakes, not so good. I agree.
Even Kayla, and she was half human.
Yeah. Well, Susie Plaxton, who played that, was fitter as Kayla than she was in real life.
Really?
I always wanted a next-gen three-way with Dr. Solar and Kayla. That would have been great. And what? Who? T'Pol?
Yeah.
Apparently, Jolene Blaylock, or whatever, said that if you've got less than 10-inch, fuck off.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me out. Oh, well, you have to get 2 or 3 of me together for that.
I wonder if this millionaire that she ended up marrying, has he got a big Todge? He's certainly got a big bank account.
Maybe she's just got a capacious fanny. For 10 inches, it'd be like throwing your kit bag down a wind tunnel, wouldn't it?
Hang on, I'm going to have to mute myself. Oh, dear. I'm back now. I was just having a warm and fuzzy moment, thanks, Zig. Oh, dear. She's got a fanny like a concrete mixer. That's why I need 10-inch round just to touch the sides.
Dear Lord.
It's been a long road.
She's only a tiny little girl as well.
Yeah. It's been a long road getting out of here. That's the new lyrics. So anyway, they've not taken any communicators with them. And they're in Yellowstone Park somewhere. And then they're all rudely awoken. And it's Uhura. She can fly a shuttle. Well done. I don't know. Nichelle Nichols, she'd lost a bit of weight in this. But between 4 and here, she got considerable. Fair enough, there was quite a time difference. I mean, it was 5 years, wasn't it, between 4 and 5?
Yeah, she's a lot less chunkier than she was.
But she looks a lot older. She looked quite tired in this film, to be fair. And the effects are shocking.
Yeah, but you get the theme, which is nice. Reusing the motion picture and the next gen theme as they dock, which is makes it a bit more palatable.
Yeah. Do you know the whole thing about next gen nicking the Jerry Goldsmith's Star Trek motion picture theme annoys me because some fans who aren't fully aware of the whole universe and the Roddenberry timeline. Shall we call it the Roddenberry timeline from this?
Yes. Well, isn't it referred to as the Prime timeline?
Yeah, well, that just makes it sound like a tin of fucking dog meat.
Or Optimus.
Galileo. I like the shuttlecrafts. We didn't see many shuttlecrafts in the original series movies.
No.
In fact, I think this is the only time we see them used.
Yes, you got the Galileo and the Copernicus.
Because, as usual, the convenient plot device of the transporter's knackered comes into full force in this outing. Oh, look, reuse costumes from the motion picture, no doubt. There we go.
There's a lot reused in this.
Oh, and they've got those, them 2B red light things. They're in this as well. They're on if I go back a slide, the other side of Galileo You know, if you, from where the delta is, if you draw a line straight across to the back of the shuttle bay, right, from your perspective there, they're in like a little bit of an alcove on the other side. Anyway, go climb a rock.
And he's on a brand new Enterprise bridge that was built just for this movie, and it costs $250,000.
And it was only used once. But in Star Trek 4, when they're on the bridge there, that looked awful. It looked like, I don't know, like going into Tandy in 1987. It was too white and too sterile and all electronic. Oh, look, it's Harve Bennett. He likes saving money, so much so he appeared in the movie. It's not the first time Harve Bennett's done something in one of these films.
Do you know when Kirk takes his jacket off and he hands it to the yeoman?
That's his daughter.
That's his daughter, yeah.
Is it Melanie?
I believe it is. Melanie Shatner.
Yeah. She runs his socials, apparently.
Does she really? Is that her making all those witty jokes?
Yeah. As far as I know, anyway. So Harve Bennett's playing an admiral here and is giving him a briefing about Nimbus 3. Do you know, I keep thinking of Zach Brannigan for some reason. To the Nimbus, kid. Oh, what's wrong, Jim? I like my old chair. We shouldn't have fucking blown it up then, you doink. Oh, I pressed my button by mistake. Yeah, you shouldn't.
Get out!
You shouldn't have blown it up, you doink. Excuse me. I'm having to keep having a moment. So if I suddenly disappear, it's either because I'm going to sneeze or I'm going to cough. And nobody wants to hear that in your headphones or anything like that. Oh, Garbage Who AI says, so, was it her that blocked Nerdrotic then? I wasn't aware. Here we go. About Bran Ferren's work. The screen's so washed out thanks to cheap back projection because it was all in camera effects, wasn't it?
I don't know, was it?
Yeah. Like a lot of projectors and whatnot. How many bottles does Kirk need? Well, it's Tennessee whiskey. It's not water. If you're going to go out camping, you need to be on the lash consistently. I noticed that with people who go caravanning. They're all alcoholics.
I thought they were all doggers.
Some are. I didn't like caravanning. I won't be doing it anymore from this point on. Thank God for divvies. Anyway, bird of prey, up close. I wonder if that's an actual ILM model. Because it looks quite greebly enough, doesn't it?
I mean, the model looks pretty decent as far as I can tell. I mean,
yeah, to be fair.
Maybe they reused it from Star Trek 3.
Possibly. Maybe it's stock footage.
Yeah, because a lot of the ship work in this is stock footage.
Yeah, which is a good thing, really. So this is Captain Claw and Vixis. That's a very original name. She sounds like she's got a cock in her mouth half the time.
I wish.
Yeah, Todd Bryant, sorry. I don't know where I got Todd Williams from.
Have you ever been to a Star Trek convention before? You see the girls all dressed up as Klingons and you think, oh, I wish I could have you in full makeup.
Well, that's where I get the line, when I say they look like they've got a Ginster stapled to the forehead. I went to a Star Trek convention in Blackpool a few years back, and there was one girl there who looked remarkably like, oh God, Rusty Lee. And she was dressed as a Klingon, but it looked like she got a Ginster taped to her forehead.
Oh, I love Star Trek conventions.
Oh, I think I'm going to say you like Rusty Lee.
No. Star Trek conventions are great place to be a pickpocket. Nearly every single time their pins are 1701.
01.
Yeah,
Well, you might get the odd one where it's 2000.
you
There we
might.
go. You might get some Excelsior fans.
Well, that's what you do. Try 2000 if you can't get 1701. But either way,
or it might be
maximum limit.
it might be
£100.
1864 as well. That's Reliance Registry, if I remember right. Captain's log. Even the captain's log doesn't work right. Nice use of LED bars. There'll be some 4049s in that circuit, I no doubt expect.
And a permanent system failure.
Yeah, it's knackered already. But anyway, they get a rundown of all these people that are allegedly hostages on the planet of galactic peace, Nimbus 3 in the neutral zone. General Cord. He was required reading at I can't even say it. He was required reading at the academy.
Fell out of favor with the Klingon High Command.
Oh, yeah. Garbage Away says, those LED bulbs are from Kit. Yes. Well, Car, actually, the green ones. I am the Night Automated Roving Robot. Car, if you prefer. Who was voiced the second time round by Peter Cullen, a.k.a. Optimus Prime. Oh, look, he's wearing one of them casual captain's jackets, like the one... In fact, I wonder if that's like the repurposed Scotty one from The Voyage Home.
Mm.
Kind of looks like it. And I've got a few pictures somewhere on my phone of the actual the Monster Maroons.
Yes.
But the command ones, and they're not actually white. You know, the roll neck.
Yes.
And the lapels, they're not actually white. They're like an ivory brownie, like a beigey colour, up close.
So why do they look white on screen?
Because of the strong lighting on set. Don't forget, it's going to 35mm film, so it takes a lot of light to expose a picture onto it. There we go. I did not know that. I'll WhatsApp you the pictures later.
Yes,
See what you think. So anyway, this is Caitlin Darr and St. John Talbot doing a bit of a... It's like when a celebrity wins something at an awards ceremony. Are you all right there? What have you tipped over?
Oh, vape.
So yeah, they're basically begging for a star, and there's a reason for that. We'll get to shortly. But Spock, this looks a bit sketchy. Oh, look at those Acuda panels.
I know, aren't they beautiful?
Yeah, Michael and Denise Acuda. They revolutionized Star Trek.
They did.
Brilliant. In fact, they're called acudograms, aren't they? For those in the know. And interestingly enough, Spock says, I think I've seen a ghost.
You think he would have mentioned that Sybok was his brother at this point?
Yeah, Jim's his best friend in the whole universe. Why isn't he? He says, I know for a fact you haven't got a brother. He calls him out on it.
But then, secret siblings.
Yeah. Old Sarek, he likes to be a bit of a man about town. And then we get this front observation thingy, which is, I don't understand. Where's it supposed to be exactly? Is it at the front of the ship? Is it in the top of the bridge bottom of the bridge module?
I have no idea. Is it supposed to be the captain's ready room?
I don't know.
It's got that massive wheel in it.
But if you look at it, it's like deck one.
It appears offside from the bridge to the right, so I'm guessing that it is the captain's ready room.
Maybe so.
But there's no desk and chairs in there.
There's nothing, is there?
No, there's just that big wheel, big steering wheel.
Yeah. Where are you going to go? You could turn that bugger all day long, you'll not get far.
What is the point of that room? Do you just go in there to pretend that you're on a sailing ship sometimes? I don't know.
Possibly. Oh, there we go. I found that. Right. Hang on a minute. I'm doing two things at once here. I'm going to send you this picture now.
Oh, not another dick pic.
No, it's not. No, not this time. This is the one I was telling you about, the monster maroon. The actual colour, although they look completely white there, you'll see in a moment the actual colour. And that's one of the admirals from the Undiscovered Countries uniforms. Have you got it, love?
No, where have you sent it?
WhatsApp.
Oh. I should really switch on alerts on this. I missed my brother's birthday yesterday.
Ah, right. So anyway, Spock goes on to tell Jim that he's got a brother, which we never knew about.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like Magnolia.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's not white at all. Although on camera, it does look perfectly white, even in the shade. How bizarre. So anyway, time to go down to Nimbus 3. They're going to mount a daring rescue. Federation commandos, who were. Aren't they technically Makos? It's a shame they didn't expand on that.
What, the commandos?
The Makos that they had in Enterprise. They even mentioned Makos, didn't they, in the third... Is it Star Trek Beyond? Because the crew of that ship they find, Idris Elba and all his posse, they were originally Makos.
Were they really?
And they got re-ranked.
Military Assault Command Operations?
Maybe so. I remember Stephen Culp played one of them in Enterprise, and he was quite good in that. He went on to be, I know it's only in deleted footage, but he became the first officer of the Enterprise E after Riker left. Have you seen the footage where he calls Picard Jean-Luc?
I believe I have.
And he says,
there we go,
Commander...
Cartoon Man 154, yes.
There we go.
Military
Go on, I'll let you do it.
Operations.
Sybok's not as weighty as he looks, you know. Spock says. He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
Well, although Jim Kirk looking quite heavy in that slide.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a bit of a belly on, doesn't it? Bit of a beer belly.
Forgot to put the corset on.
Yeah. Kiv, bring forth my corset. And there we go. Chekhov pretending to be a captain.
Oh, at least he gets to sit in the chair.
Yeah, he's in the big boy chair for a change. In fact, the only times he's ever been in the center seat is in this film and 6. Guess who's coming to dinner? The only 2 times. But he pretends to be in charge. Sybok's obviously not that clued up because he doesn't know the rank insignia of Starfleet officers.
Yeah.
Forever a commander. He became an admiral in the end, didn't he? In the lore of things.
Well, if you take the lore of Star Trek Academy as canon, then yeah, he did become an admiral because he's on the big board, isn't he?
Yeah. But then again,
that's all been relegated to a different timeline now.
It has. Skydance have officially said that Kurtzman Trek is not canon. Not at all. So finally, whoever's come in and is planning to take over Star Trek, according to TrekMovie.com, which Z pointed out earlier, for the first time, is it in a decade?
In a decade, there is no Trek in the pipeline. So aside from the post-production on Starfleet Academy, there is no new Trek to come.
Although, it is contrary to popular rumour that Skydance apparently have got something in the pipeline. They've got a new team lined up.
Well, in fact, get rid of the old one. That'll be fine.
Yeah, apparently there were 3 names mentioned. And I can't, for the life of me, I was watching... oh, goodness gracious. I'd have to look in my chat. No, not my chat. My history on YouTube to find the video. In fact, I'm going to do that while we talk about this. Here we go. They've got the Tomitronic video game thing again. I like that. That looks quite good. That looks very Tron, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. They like reusing these effects. I will find this. So you do a bit of talking, Z, and I'll interact with you while I try and find these guys.
The animatics on this film were created on a Mac 2.
Really?
They were indeed. Those are Macintosh special effects.
Oh dear! I've been watching too much He-Man. All the He-Man cartoons are on YouTube. So me and the boy, we've been watching them.
Oh, I might have to give that a go. I rewatched a couple of years ago all the Ulysses 31, which had been re-rendered in high definition. What a great series that was.
There are a lot. There's Pole Position, if you were into that. There's some Mask. Oh, did you not like Pole Position?
No, it really wasn't for me, but Ulysses 31, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And just like it's got something in common in this movie, because the 8th episode of Ulysses has also got a horny cat girl.
Right. Right. For some reason, my YouTube history keeps scrolling back to the same stuff. I don't understand why. But it was two guys talking about Star Trek. One of them had grey hair. That's about as far as I got. But it's really doing me head in now because they were talking about these rumours what were coming out of Skydance and Paramount. No.
Well, the less we see of Skydance is the better as far as I'm concerned.
I'm just wondering, and I'm hoping, that with the Warner Brothers buyout by Paramount, how's that going to affect the planned reboot for Babylon 5?
Don't know.
Because
they
that
might
could
put
spell
all
the
new
end.
projects on the back burner, which would be a really bad idea.
Yeah, I hope they don't do anything to scupper that, because that would be an absolute shame. Although saying that, though, do we need a reboot of B5?
Well, not really. We could go with a continuation.
Oh, yeah. What, like the Rangers? Man, they tried to do the Rangers, didn't they? And then do the follow-on with Crusade, but that didn't work out at all.
No.
Hey, that's a good one. Garbage OI says Centurions. That's not actually on YouTube, but I've got them anyway. I've got them on Blu-ray. Not Blu-ray, on DVD rip.
I'd be up for some Defenders of the Earth. Defenders.
Oh, I only like the theme tune to that. Thank you to Dutch Gradient, World of Sport, who's gifted another 5 Trev Retro memberships.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
Diamond.
That is just so generous of you. Thank you.
The screenwriter for this, David Lowery, actually joked about having Commander Hura appear as an exotic dancer. And the producers approved the idea straight away. So I'm guessing somebody on the production team really had the hots for Nichelle Nichols.
Yeah.
But she's actually an accomplished singer and dancer.
Yeah, of course.
And this is actually her performing the fan dance routine in the movie. But they overdubbed her vocals.
And then you get these guys pop up over a sand dune. And all these guys are like, damn.
Well, won't they just appear over the sand dune and shoot them all anyway?
I don't know. What did they do with them? They didn't actually allude to what happened. Did they stun them? Otherwise, they would have given the game away. And she goes, hello, boys. She goes all Eartha Kitt. Hello, boys. I always wanted to play to a captive audience.
Oh, she was one of my favourite Catwomen.
Let me make that big. I mean, she does kind of look all right, but I'm getting that. I'm getting the word. You know,
yeah, but when it came out in 1989, you'd see her on screen and you'd like go,
Yeah.
Thanks.
But can you remember the guy? It was in Little Britain, wasn't it? And he got a thing for grannies. I'm getting that kind of vibe. Is his name Darren or Jason or something?
I can't remember. He used to go around his mate's house trying to get off with his nan.
And then it'd be like tashing on with her and all kinds of junk.
Yes.
So where are they getting all these horses from in space? Seriously. Obviously, Shatner's doing this thing about horse. I've never been a horse person.
No.
And because I live in the country, I live in a rural countryside area, and I always have. There's a lot of horsey shenanigans going off around here. And I know quite a few people that I consider the horsey set. And they're an odd bunch. They're not very good, are they? The horsey set.
We have them here. They're trotting around the village all the time.
Although there's a signpost not too far away from here. You know the horse rider sign?
Yes.
The highway code one. Somebody has drawn an exceedingly large big black cock on this horse. And, you know, it's definitely in Sharpie. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Because I did it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, anyway, they're not very good. They're not very stealthy because as soon as they come in, they get rumbled because John, which is a great name, he rumbles them. Where are they going? It's like all of a sudden this John is like he's the Mac Daddy.
So why are they unicorns then?
Don't know.
Seems a bit odd. Bit of an odd aesthetic choice. We'll have horses in it, but make them unicorns.
And don't they look kind of purpley? What's that all about?
I don't know. Do they paint them?
Yeah, with Sharpie.
They had to cover them up because somebody had drawn willies all over them.
I didn't draw them on this time. Definitely wasn't me. Anyway, it's to say there's no weapons on Nimbus 3. These are accelerated stones, but they explode. How does that work? Oh, look at that. Sulu's phaser's that gay. It only comes out a little bit just for tickling. That's a ring tickler, isn't it? Is that just for a bit of mild rimming? He's got it set to rim, hasn't he? That's what it is. Oh my. I found this unconscious man. What will I do?
That's got to be the most basic of phaser fire ever.
Yeah. They couldn't afford it, you know?
In season 1 of Next Generation, they had some dodgy phaser effects when they were using the Dustbusters. With some really duff angles, but this one takes the cake. It's not even going in the direction that he's pointing the gun.
Bran Ferren, what a quality artist you are. There's John. That is so lame. And he shines his magic light, but Kirk's like slapping everybody about because he's the man. And it's weak, isn't it? The action sequence here is very poor.
Yeah.
Even for Trek.
They could have buzzed it up a bit with a bit of
chuck a Gorn in for good measure.
Yeah.
It's all right, I'm having a lemsip, but I'm supping it through a straw.
I have a pint of ice water.
I must thank Swappers. He sent me one of his tinfoil hat flu remedies, and it worked.
Really?
Yeah. I slept like a log. Oh, look. At least they must have bought a protractor and a ruler from John Menzies and drawn them in a bit better. They've actually got like opacity, haven't they, around them? Like opaque effects to accentuate the phaser fire. Blue phasers, that's... didn't they have blue ones in 6? Because they'd always been red up to that point, hadn't they?
Don't know, but yes, they are usually red.
Yeah. Unless
maybe it's red for kill and blue for stun.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, that's proper dodgy.
Isn't it? That is the sketchyeffects.com. And then, look, this made me piss. Spock.
Nerve pinches a horse. What the hell?
And he just lays down, and like that guy on it's like he hasn't even moved. He's just like, yeah, all right, then I'm a bit screwed either way. I'll just lay down and take it. And then Sulu comes in. Oh my, what did you say?
But how did he know? Has he done this to a horse before? Because not
don't
everybody
know.
has nerves in the same areas. Come on, Spock.
Yeah. RG says, I love horses. I miss riding. I do too. I miss riding about 3 years after getting married. But I also love animals overall. I'm a dog person. Dogs and parrots.
Dog lover, eh?
Well, not love it as in do dodgy.
No, you're not a white woman.
Ooh. Keith in Monoped says, if you can have seahorses, you can have space horses.
Space unicorns.
Garbage Who AI says, is this where Star Wars got the idea for horses in space?
Just tip the Star Destroyer and they would have all fallen off.
Yeah. If they just banked left, there'd been a lot of dead horses.
There'll be a lot of dead rebels. We have to do Rise of Skywalker on Just Bad Movies next year.
Just Bad Movies is back in June. So March, the rest of March, it's comedy.
Huh?
I'm looking forward. Do you want to have a guess at what we might be doing first?
Comedy.
Yeah.
And
really it's strong pop culture.
Strong pop culture comedies.
And it's iconic 80s.
Are you doing Spaceballs?
No.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Definitely not. I can't stand that film.
Really? I think it's great.
I went to the cinema to see that. I went on a date with Joanne. It was in my tech drawing class at school, and it didn't go well. Shatner, doesn't Shatner have a horse charity, says Cartoon Man? I believe he does.
Yes, he does.
Argentum says, I was a horse girl. My Little Pony?
Are you doing Airplane?
No, but that is a good idea. I thought you would have got this because it has a scene in it that I thought would be right up your alley.
Go on.
No clue.
Right up my alley.
Yeah. The last two films are subject to change, but I'll reveal. I'll give you a massive clue. Da, 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 da.
Oh, Police Academy. Count me in.
Yeah?
Love that movie.
Well, next Tuesday, we're doing Police Academy. The week after, it's Revenge of the Nerds 2, because that's the better of the all the nerd movies, to be fair. And I thought with Robert Carradine passing away, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to pay tribute to Lewis Skolnick, because I love Revenge of the Nerds movies. Also, I'm planning on doing Caddyshack.
Interesting.
And Better Off Dead.
But
like I say, the last two films are subject to change. So if anybody would like something else, or has a suggestion in the chat, either here or comment below in the video, or drop a tweet on X. Can you even say that anymore?
I still call it Twitter.
Yeah,
tweets.
me too. Yeah, these phaser effects are crap. They really are. Look at that. That bar's called The Hole. Enter the hole. I'd never noticed that before. Let me just make that big for a moment. Can you see it?
Hole.
Hole. Dare you enter Shatner's hole? Sulu's hole. That'd be a good bar, wouldn't it?
My.
Oh my. Here we go. Wherever Shatner goes, he always manages to get some pussy. Here all week.
On a side note, the stunt performer who played this role had makeup that covered most of her body, prosthetic claws on her hands and feet, a wig, a clip-on tail made of human hair, contacts to make her eyes appear cat-like, false tits, and a full-face mask.
Katie Price, then?
makeup application took about 6 hours to complete, and she gets 53 seconds of screen time.
Ooh.
Oof.
And this is quite interesting. A lot of people in chat are saying top secret, aeroplane, Ghostbusters. Just bad comedy. Is that my selection? Naked Gun? No, I'm not really. Blues Brothers? Yeah, that's a good call, to be fair. Top
Coming
Secret?
to America?
Yeah.
Beetlejuice?
Trading Places. Adam Gray says, what's up, Z's Alley? I thought the Blue Oyster Bar, might be...
Definitely.
Manuel Grill, Blue Oyster Bar.
I love how she gets thrown onto a pool table, which is also a pool.
Yeah. And then she immediately dies.
Well,
There we
cats
go.
don't get along with water.
She doesn't even make any attempt to get out. Atom Gray says Caddyshack is the goat. There we go. Wrenched and World have sported. Doing well there, Atom. Dutch Gradient's got a run. Catch you later, Dutch. Hopefully we'll catch you on the re-rub.
Life of Brian's a good call, but that's 70s.
Here we go. Manuel Grill says glory hole.
Glory hole. Jaden's glory hole.
Garbage Away says a lot of rainbow in there. What kind of rainbow? Oh, now then, I wish it was. Concrete mixer fanny to Paul's hole, says Keefy Monoped. But yeah, chucks her in the water, instantly dies. And then the hostages do a 180 on Kirk, and it's drop your weapons, please. And they're all kind of like nice about it.
Yes, they've got space Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. Sybok's got a thing. I bet you any money he can get any tuppence in any space bar. I can't but help notice your pain. You've got sore flaps. I can help you with that.
He just needs to adapt his powers just a little bit. Allow me to show you your pleasure.
Yeah. He could be quite popular.
Definitely popular with the ladies.
And where's Bones and Sulu come from all of a sudden? It's like they all come out of the hole where Mrs.
Maybe they were in there all along.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. It's like, it's me, it's Sybok, your brother. And then Spock's like, he says, haven't you got anything to say to me? He says, yeah, you're under arrest for a little.
And that's a genuine laugh from me on that line.
It is. He's just so dry about it, like so matter of fact. It's like you're in violation of 15 neutral zone treaty laws.
And for his next violation, he's going to steal
something very big.
Ship.
He's going to steal Vanessa Feltz.
Or Rusty Lee.
John. That is just so lame. They didn't even try hard at coming up with a name for that guy, did they?
Dave.
John.
Yes.
Dave. And he was played by Rex Holman. Oh, there's a lot of nobodies in this film. But I don't know. Sybok's kind of good. It's nice to see a Vulcan that feels.
Aren't they essentially Romulans, though? Vulcans that feel.
Yeah, but with
that was the point of the difference between the two. One embraces logic, the other embraces passion.
Slightly less devolved slapheads, though. Although some Romulans don't seem to have the ridges anymore now. And you'd think with all the money that Alex Kurtzman's been throwing around, they'd have an unlimited budget. And Kirk's a bit miffed off here at this point. Looks like he needs a haircut. And he claims he never had his hair semi-waved for T.J. Hooker in Star Trek, but that's bullshit.
That's if he's not wearing a syrup.
It's not. It's all his own. That was the rumor was dispelled years ago.
Was it really?
The thing is, Shatner was taking the heat for somebody else. Did you know that?
No.
There was
Who?
only one secret baldy in the Star Trek cast.
What's that?
Nuclear whistles. Chekhov, Walter Koenig, was bald as a badger.
But he's got the same haircut as he has in Babylon 5.
Yeah, that's a wig. Couldn't you not tell that was a wig?
No.
It wasn't even a Psychor wig. It was the one that he'd walked off with from Paramount. Ooh, that is a nice shuttle. And
How did that shuttle get there?
I don't know. Well, actually,
didn't they park like 1.2 miles away from this facility?
Yeah, but I'm sure Uhura said she was flying in. So obviously she's landed and not realised the situation's kind of done a 180. People keep making comments in the chat that I can't put on the screen. Even Franco says same wig. It is the same wig. Oh, God. She still looks good, but not as good as she normally looks. What do you say?
It's a nice shot, but
it's not the usual
it doesn't
standard.
really hold a candle to
Ooh. You've just
Star
reminded
Trek
me there.
2 and 3.
I've been watching some videos on YouTube
Hmm.
where there's a guy who's like created his own motion control system in his front room. And he does these videos where he'll do all, like they do 4 passes of the same shot for motion control. They do a silhouette, they do one with lighting, obviously, then one with the lights on, one without, and they composite it all down into one shot. And the guy's been doing that, and he's been making some really good videos, but they're actually like models that you can buy, like Eagle Moss stuff, and those kind of models. Yeah,
that's pretty good. I follow a guy on Twitter who's been doing his own 3D renders of Starfleet ships, and especially the droids going outside and repairing stuff, and that's looking pretty impressive.
I tell you what, I'd like to see, with like modern rendering and graphics, like a jump gate sequence. And I think it was season 3 onwards of Babylon 5. That when they did dun 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 dun, they did it the dun 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 to the sequence of the jump gate. When a jump gate forms, it's like the energies pass from like platform to flat platform.
Yes.
And the light was going down all 4 sides of the jump gate generators. But he did it in time with Christopher Frankie's score. I love that.
We can pick that up on when we do the rewatch.
Oh, yeah. Not doing Third Space, not doing the movies or anything like that. Third Space is a bit painful, to be fair. Just
the series.
Yeah, just the series. Look at Melanie Shatner in the boots in the background.
Humana.
Oh, Scotty. Klingon bad prey, she's entering our sector. And then Chekhov, he just sat there like it's a fucking Shackleton's high seat chair. I remember when my niece bought me one.
He does order the shields up.
Yeah, that's about the only thing he does.
So they've got to come up with a unique situation to get themselves back on the Enterprise.
Some of the graphics are a bit subpar too.
Yeah, well, that's the Mac 2 for you. Should have used an Amiga.
Yeah, the Akuda stuff's good, but some of those things are a bit sketchy. Especially this, when the bird of prey cloaks. I thought that looked really sketchy. Really cheap.
That's nasty.
Yeah, so he's advising the shuttle crew to find a safe harbour. Right. Where's he gonna? Where they gonna pull one of those from? Out of Sulu's arse? Well, you probably enjoy that. Oh my! Cartoon Man says the Enterprise in Wrath of Khan was pretty good. Yeah, that was a great model, and it was reused from the motion picture, but they removed the Aztecing. So anyway, they can't turn round. And then they do this whole plan B. And I'm a bit disturbed when Kirk says, he's good. He's real good. And he's like, how many times have you done this? This is my first time taking part in a fuck train.
Do you think they stole this bit from Aliens?
Uh,
How many drops have you done?
38 simulated.
Yeah.
How many combat drops? 2, including this one. Yeah. I think we ought to do a redux on Aliens soon. I don't think we gave it our fullest attention. We were having trouble with Restream, if you remember.
Yeah, I'll be up for that.
Yeah.
Do the special edition.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Michael Bean, he's got a podcast now on YouTube. Is it Fooling Around with Michael Bean? And his latest episode, he's got James Cameron on with him.
Yes.
So that was quite interesting. But he got that idea. You know that guy who played Lex Luthor in Smallville? Not the guy from 2.5 Men.
Michael Rosenstein. Yes.
Yeah. Michael Bean was on one of his podcasts. And that's where Michael Bean got the idea to start up a podcast. Also, Brent Spiner and Jonathan Frakes have started a podcast up after being on the Michael Rosen one.
You know, you should drop him a message and say, do you want to come on the Alien Special Edition podcast?
Yeah, he'd tell me 2 words. Want to be off.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Every time I've reached out to anybody, the only like, you know, big issue tuber that's ever got back to me was Ruin.
Really?
You know? Yeah. Everybody else just ignored me. No names mentioned.
Michael Rosenbaum also played the Flash in Justice League.
Really?
Yeah,
See,
there was an episode where him and Lex Luthor swap bodies, and there's a very amusing scene where he looks in the mirror and he goes, I've got no idea who this is.
Really?
Well, he's both, yes.
Clark takes a pot shot at the Enterprise. Yosh, gosh. He's a bit, I don't know. I think they're hamming the Russian up, aren't they? He sounds like he's been pitched down a little bit. So Kirk's on that shuttle, so you're wanting that. They've got to lower the shields. A Klingon bird of prey's coming in, and Sulu's going to ram it in the back doors.
He is. He's going to blow the back doors off.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. So anyway, Sulu's not that good then, is he?
No.
You know, instead of getting it in, man, he's not used to going into holes. But I think he'd be more adept for back doors.
Yeah, he makes a right mess of that, doesn't he?
Oh, doesn't he just?
And following that, I've got to say, the Enterprise going to warp in the next scene is possibly the worst warp effect I've ever seen in any Star Trek media.
Oh, yes. In fact, every warp effect in this is crap. And that's Bran Ferren's fault. You know, I mean, it's not got the ILM quality.
It just moves away fast, like it's an impulse. And
and they make a big error as well, because they make a course correction a little bit later on. And what's the golden rule about warp speed? When faster than light, no left or right.
Mm-hmm.
That is established canon. That is a Federation, you know, that's a Starfleet. It's like a bit of a training motto. Because Tom Paris mentions that. And even the photon torpedoes look crap in this.
Oh, they're not too bad.
Yeah, but they look,
you know, compared to the phaser and the warp effects, they're pretty
that
good.
looks like Slimer. It could be like a glob of whatever. Yeah, even the warp effects are just, I mean, there's a warp effect anyway coming up soon. And just look at that. It just looks washed out. I mean, R2 mentioned this earlier. I mean, fair enough, you know, that other stuff was back projected, but The Enterprise there just looks washed out. Massive thank you to producer Brian as well for the slides. Done a cracking job. And it wasn't even Kirk at the helm or in charge or in the centre seat. But Clark's like, he's good. He's real good. You know? Oh, he had a chance here. Could have shot him. Shoot him. Oh. And old Sybok were chucking him around like a rag doll.
Well, Vulcans are canonically stronger than humans.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're referring to Bavy in Starfleet Academy, who seems to get knocked around all the time. Well, he's dead now, so
yeah.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, but Kyle got his comic book collection. Too soon?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
We're still mourning his loss.
He's not even cold yet. Rest in peace, Bavy. Kyle misses you. Kyle and his scabies and space aids. I am Jaden. I have got to go and see the doctor. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. I have a strange discharge coming out of my willy.
Which willy?
Yeah. Oh my God. Kyle will have to have another arsehole inserted by the doctor.
We'll get very used to some Klingon DP.
Yeah. Yeah. I just... DA, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Or, if you're a pro, you can have DVDA.
That sounds like something you'd catch from him.
Trey Parker had a spoof band called DVDA. If you've ever seen the movie Orgasmo, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So Sybok could have been potentially killed by Spock, but Spock won't do him. You know, Scotty sees all this. He conveniently manages to get himself not brainwashed by Sybok in any shape, way, or form.
And
I noticed when they get chucked in the brig, those white light bar things make the same noise as a predator. You know, when it's like scanning a battle area.
Well, you're talking to the bars on the cell.
Yeah. They like make that, you know, that when he's walking down that hill in Valverde into the camp after Dutch and his team have taken out all the insurgents.
Yes.
It's like ripped off all those sound effects. Meanwhile, everybody's been brainwashed. What's going on here? I don't understand. Oh my. I will show you the way. Melanie Shatner is quite tasty from behind, but then again, she's wearing boots, and I'm a sucker for boots.
And a skirt.
FMBs are my favourite. So anyway, there's nothing been worse than having friends who've been brainwashed, for want of a better word. And then, I don't understand. Yeah, I notice your pain is deep. Yes, it's the wig. You telling me that's a wig? Apart from his sideburns. Because
I did not know that. I swear I did not know that.
Yeah, but now you know and you look at it, can't you tell? Because that's not natural hair.
It's definitely syrupy.
Innit? I mean, he's got some on the sides, but they dyed his hair to blend it in with the wig. Franco says. Sulu's got tits. Cartoon Man. Orgasmo has a great opening song. You're man! Man! That's the one. Oh, hang on. I totally, yeah, you can totally see it in Star Trek 4 as well. I agree with that. Argentum says, what the heck is Chekhov's super painful trauma? I would have liked to have known. I didn't know.
Pronunciation of the word vessels.
Nuclear whistles. And I tell you something, that cop in San Francisco, he was a cock chomper, don't you think? He definitely got the tash for it.
I thought it was one of the village people.
Yeah, I did too. A cross between the biker and the cop. Apparently, that's called hot cop. That look. You know, like the Blue Oyster Bar. Yes. A friend of mine told me that, and I was quite disturbed that he knew. Anyway, tips
First-hand
and my juice.
experience, I
I
think.
live in. Sorry. I was going to sing then. I was a male stripper in a go-go bar. Oh, dear. Anyway, when at light, no left or right. What's the Enterprise doing there, Z?
It's turning a corner.
It's turning to starboard. That turn would be over a mind-boggling distance. It wouldn't just do it like that.
It would rip the hull apart.
Well, technically, no, because the ship isn't actually moving. The nacelles are warping space around the vessel. So technically, that's why, everybody says, oh, if you went to warp speed, you'd end up as like a blood splatter on the back wall of the bridge. That just simply does not happen because, there's no actual inertia happening on the ship.
I thought there was inertia, which was the point of the inertia dampeners.
Inertial dampeners are to like take the little bumps and shocks and, how can I put it? So they don't, if it's like they hit a gravimetric wave or something like that, the crew aren't getting thrown around. That's the basic premise of inertial dampening. But because space is the only thing moving, not the ship, there's no actual inertia. I don't know if that's the same, though, when there are impulse. Maybe, inertial dampening works in tandem with impulse. The bridge just, I don't know. You can tell this was like redressed for 6. I mean, it looks good, but it's a bit too... I don't know. They really nailed the Federation, like the Federation look, the Starfleet look that we became accustomed to.
Yeah, I mean, the bridges of both the Enterprise and Reliant looked a lot more authentic than this.
Yeah, definitely.
This has got a really soft and fluffy look from like the bridge of the Enterprise D.
This looks more MFI instead of like something practical. Yeah, well, I know they're not military, but you want something with that ruggedness of a service vessel, Something with a bit of structural integrity. This is just like carpet warehouse or something.
And
I mean, who has carpet on a bridge?
Comms or the science stations. Just looks odd.
Yeah, they just moved a few of those console bits around, didn't they? So Spock was behind Kirk in 6. No, he wasn't. What was he? No, he was. Was he to the right of Kirk? I can't remember. I know they moved it. No, it was the motion picture he was behind Kirk, wasn't he? Then he was moved to the right-hand side of Kirk in 2 onwards.
Yes, right-hand side is the science station.
Yeah. They moved Uhura back, didn't they, to like behind Kirk. But yeah, they're still in the clink, and then there's a bit of tappity tap tap tap, and it's amazing. They all know Morse code. Hello, MC. Thank you for joining us, matey.
I can't see how that would come in useful.
What, knowing Morse code?
Knowing Morse code in this century. Obviously, it does become useful.
Yeah.
It's a bit like knowing Latin.
Thing is, in a lot of circumstances in science fiction, Morse code has saved the day. Just look at Independence Day. That film was, in hindsight, really bad. And nobody said anything about Will Smith. And that bloke was saying, it was murdering him. It was murdering him. Did you hear about that rumour?
No.
Hello, Mega Spider-Man. Apparently, a former assistant of Will Smith's accidentally walked into a room and Will Smith bent over a settee and somebody was Everest windows and conservatory back doors. And
oh dear.
Don't you know a jailbreak when you see one?
There's got to be the thinnest walls to make a brig out of.
Yeah, but he's like, we kind of get a look of the Jeffries tubes in this. And they don't look Jeffrey's Tubby, do they? Really?
Not really. And all of the corridor sets in this movie are actually from TNG. They're just slightly few
Slightly
cosmetic
redressed in
alterations.
places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's tubes, named after Matt Jeffries, the original designer of the Enterprise. There we go. You can't get me. I know this ship like the back of my hand.
Bonk.
Oof, bump.
Groan.
And it was hard. People laughed because it was like we were embarrassed for Star Trek at that point. It didn't even get a mild laugh. It was like, it's like when somebody says a really tasteless joke at a funeral. It was that kind of level. And look at that. We've never seen the inside of a shaft on the Enterprise.
Where's the turbo lift?
Yeah. Apparently, they're stood on it.
I see.
Because it's like in a service mode. So you can only access it from the absolute bottom of the ship. In like another Jeffrey's tube type instance. But there's not that enough decks. Because they go past a sign and it says deck 64. There's not that many decks.
No, the NCC 1701A Constitution class refit generally has 23 decks.
Yeah. So, how they've got deck 64. So Sulu says, get Mr. Scott to sickbay. John. Dave.
Yes.
Keith.
You should just sit there and go, well, I don't know where sickbay is. I just got here. I don't know.
He's not going to know, is he? He's been drilling holes in the surface of Nevada for like God knows how long.
Where's sickbay?
Yeah. Where's that? Is that near Bradford? No. Oh, God, here we go with the ski boots again. Do you reckon he got those off Eddie Edwards?
I don't. The dynamics of this scene really throw you out of the movie. Spock goes out on the lower level to go and get his turbo boots and then descends from above them. How did he get above them?
I don't know. Movie magic. I think I'll take the next car. And notice there's like a convenient stepping up, like a sissy peg. Oh, there's Sulu. Oh my. That actually doesn't look like that can't be the turbo lift.
Well, no, they can't be standing on the roof of the turbo lift there.
No, because of that ladder to the left.
Yeah.
So I call bullshit on that fan theory.
Maybe they just haven't installed it yet.
Yeah. So, there's a quite interestingly enough, it's not the first time Sulu's had some kind of white substance in his face.
It's have you watched the booster scene in slow motion? It goes 35, 52, 64, 63, 64, 65, 52.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor before.
77, 78. And then it shows at least another 10 decks above them, then goes back to 78 and stops at 79.
Oh, R2's just broke the internet. The turbo lift doesn't come until Thursday. Till Tuesday. Good old Captain John Harriman of the Enterprise B, who disappeared, along with the ship. Oh, this was just cringe. It inspired the thumbnail for the video, though, and cash grab, because that's exactly what this film is, really.
They've got no weight to them holding on to him for dear life.
I know.
DeForest Kelly just like he's standing on the floor.
But they just look a little bit, I don't know, it's a bit camp, isn't it, really?
And is Dr. McCoy wearing the old style communicator from the motion picture? What's that around his wrist there?
That's his sleeve. You mean what? The green thing with his insignia on it?
No, yeah. Is that just his normal sleeve? Nobody else has got one.
That's just his rank insignia on his sleeve. They all have even on the Monster Maroons on the left sleeve, they have a band with their colour and also their rank. Actually, on some,
It just looked like some sort of blinky device when I watched it.
Well, on a Monster Maroon, the insignia is actually supposed to be on a red patch, because when they have a coloured band, that's for pips and squeaks. Anyway, this is where the emergency subspace transmitter is, on this magical observation deck.
Deck 79.
69, yeah. And then they get through to somebody who claims to be Starfleet, and it's this Klingon chick who hasn't got steroid spots. There we go. And he's rumbled. Here we go. Sybok and his merry band of men. God, they look a bunch of weirdos. But it's the cult of Sybok. And have you noticed what's happened to his hair? It suddenly got very shorter. They never explained that either, did they? Was Mr. Mott's great-great-granddad the barber on the ship?
Mr. Mott the barber. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, Mr. Mott, barber off the Enterprise D. I forgot his race, but he's one of them blue men. I can't remember the name of the species. I'm sure R2 would know. Garbage AI says Mrs. Ginsters.
He's a Bolian.
That's it. Bolian stew. So anyway, he's rumbled, and then he goes through all this pain bit. But how come is it that the other two are seeing what Spock and Sybok are seeing? Because nobody else has had that, have they?
No.
Or has he gone like Special K for these three?
I don't know how he's projecting their pain. It doesn't make sense at all. Nor does it make sense that Spock can remember his own birth. He was literally just a baby. He'd just been born.
Yeah, that just screams of bad writing. Horror. I had a terrible dream. A madman had taken over the Enterprise. Oh, Sybok's not a madman. And then she gets all rutty with him, doesn't she? And that's like...
This sickbay scene is actually the sickbay from TNG. And it's completely unaltered in this film. And in this scene is the first canonical appearance of the LCAR system.
Really?
Yes.
That's a good call, Z.
One of the monitors. So at blink and you'll miss it scenario.
There we go. R2 says named after director Cliff Bowley. There we go. I always thought his name was Bowl, but the cast members who talk about that director, they all call him Cliff Bowley, like as in hyperbole. Wouldn't it be Bowley? I don't know. Oh dear, people do say the names funny. I can't with mine. I've got, in fact, my real name, right? If you take a last name and a first name out of the cast list of aliens, you get my name. Which is weird. Yeah. One of the Marines as well. So McCoy goes through his pain about his dad who had a motor neuron type disease. And he looks... Hang on a minute. I think we've... Oh, no, he must do McCoy first.
It is. McCoy is first.
Yeah.
And D. Kelly actually went into seclusion after filming this scene because he was personally involved with his own dad.
So it must have hit a nerve.
Must have hit a nerve, yes.
Yeah. Oh, the otter's here. Otter madness. My real name is Newt Spunkmeyer. There we go. That's it now. Mandy says hello, by the way. If you know, you know. Which reminds me of the 10cc song now. I'm Mandy, fly me. Yeah, and it turns out he assisted his father's demise because
He
he was
effectively
suffering in pain.
euthanized his dad like he was a dog.
And then 2 weeks later, they found a cure. Dun, 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 dun. So technically, he's a Harold Shipman.
He is.
And there we go. This is the moment of Spock's birth. The first time we've had some tuppence action in Star Trek.
Well, apart from Uhura's fan dance.
Yeah. And
Send him off.
you can tell. I mean, Spock is visibly disturbed by this.
Well, it's probably the first time he's seen his mum snatch.
Yeah, that's
would
a
do it.
psychologist's wet dream and write your own check there, isn't it, really? Oh, God, terrible effects. Bran Ferren, take yourself out and give yourself a slap. I bet he was pleased as punch with his work. You know? Anyway, I mean, the fucking impulse drive's the wrong colour. What colour's impulse drive, see?
Blue.
No.
I
It's
thought it
blue
was.
here. But what colour in any other Star Trek film is the impulse drive?
I
It's
thought
red.
it was always blue.
No. In the TOS timeline, it's always been red.
Oh, yes. Here we go. In Star Trek, impulse engines typically emit a red or red-orange glow.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was red-orange in the motion picture and in Star Trek 2 because they reused the footage from the motion picture.
I do recall painting mine red on my Enterprise D model.
Yeah, the impulse engines on the Enterprise are red, yeah. There we go. The planet Shakari. Through the Great Barrier. Kind of looks weird. It looks like a protozoic egg.
Well, the Great Barrier effects were used by creating chemicals dropped into a water tank.
I like that. They've tried to, make that plaque look like it's got patina on it. Nice.
Badly.
A captain needs its ship. Oh, yeah. All right. Now you're possibly in trouble. Although this film is wrong on a grand scale, right? This is supposed to be at the dead center of the galaxy, right?
Mm.
There is a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A star at the center of this galaxy. There we go. And if you were to go to the center of our galaxy, you would be annihilated because you would end up crossing the event horizon of Sagittarius A star. And game over. And there's no in, through, and beyond in black holes for real. In, through, and beyond. Maximilian Schell.
And then they go and have a look at this in the captain's giant steering wheel room.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is off to the right, but they still appear to be going forward into it.
Doesn't make sense, does it, logistically?
None of this makes sense.
No. Caitlin Darr. Old David Warner, he's certainly cleaned his act up, but his suit still looks scruffy. In fact, he looks like, that boat from The Fifth Element. Where the one that Lee Evans is on. It looks like he's off that.
How did he get that cleaned?
I don't know. Maybe they've got like a laundrette, couple of credits, a bit of gold pressed latinum. Stick your clothes in. You get a wash and a dry. But yet again, these shuttle effects. Could they not splurge for a transporter effect? Because when they do the transporter effects, there's only 3 in the entire movie. Spock and McCoy get beamed aboard. Just wait a damn minute. And then Kirk gets beamed aboard the Bird of Prey. But those effects are shocking. It's like somebody sparked a Lambert and Butler up in the background. They just shone a lamp through it.
It's surprising because it's the same method of effect that they used on the Mutara Nebula in Star Trek 2.
Yeah, but
But
ILM did it
but
far better.
but they've copied somebody else's homework and somehow got the answer wrong.
Yeah. Oh dear, pardon me. Yeah, they're all a bit sketchy, all the effects. Goes for a phaser, tells him he won't need it. What does God need with a phaser? And yet, Sybok's had a haircut. How's he had a haircut?
Yes, and his robes are clean as well.
Kirk looks like he needs a shave, though, scruffy bastard. It's nice to have Smilex in the chat.
But they've also changed outfits between scenes because before they were in their greys
In the
or
commando gear.
beiges. Yeah, but when they come out the shuttlecraft, they're in their Starfleet military uniforms.
The Monster Maroons.
Did they decide, oh, we better get dressed for God?
Yeah. You're not going to go dressed like a scrubber, though, are you? You're going to put your best on. In fact, why aren't they in full dress uniform? Well, didn't they have time? Yeah, he's totally got a different set of gear on, and it's like Shane Richie's been around with a box of Daz. Doing a Daz doorstep challenge. Whatever happened to him? I never liked him. Always seemed a bit sketchy. Anyway, I thought this was very reminiscent, like they took the inspiration here from the Vija bit from the end of the motion picture. Yeah, and then like a bit of Stonehenge chucked in. But it also reminds me of a rib cage. A little bit, anyway. At least they cut out the rockmen. Have you seen the footage of those rockmen?
No, I haven't. They were just guys in rubber suits, weren't they?
Yeah, it looked terrible.
Did it a lot better in Galaxy Quest.
Yeah. And again, what does that make you think of as a fan? As somebody who watches Trek, what do you think of when you see that?
It's completely gone out of my head.
Vija. You know when Vija merges?
When
Decker and Ilea merge.
Decker unit.
And then there's all that light coming out of the out of Vija. When he's apparently transcended out of our reality into a new one. But yet again, piss poor effects. It's like it's purposely blurry, so you don't notice how bad the quality is. Do you get that vibe?
I'm getting the vibe of very low effort coming from all of the effects in this movie.
Yeah,
it's not just the plot that suffers; it's everything that suffers. There's the reason why this film has such a bad reputation.
When you order your visual effects from Wish, it's not even Temu, is it?
Yeah.
I am God. Yeah, right.
Do you know who that is?
Who that chap is?
Yes.
I can tell you, it's George Murdoch.
Yes, who went on to play Admiral Hanson in The Best of Both Worlds.
He did indeed. A lot of recycling in actors in Star Trek. The casting department take a shine to people. You know? Oh, yeah. So, anyway, turns out, what does God want with a starship? Brian loves saying that. Oh, is it Brian what says that?
What does God want with a starship?
Yeah. And Kirk being Kirk, he gets... why has God got sperms in his eyes? Is it Sulu been down?
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Nice tash. Yeah, and Kirk gets it nice and toasty. There we go. Oh, that's a crime doing that to a monster maroon. Do you know they're made from merino wool? That fabric must be red hot. Must be absolutely stifling in those costumes. No Viridian patch there. No god of Shakari would do this. Shakari, a vision you created. And then Sybok realizes his hubris has got him in trouble. You know, you can be a Vulcan prince, and you can think you're smart, but actually be a bit of a derp. And then this entity, who's been pretending to be God, actually, the entity does not pretend to be God in any shape, way, or form. He never claimed to be God at all.
You don't get any explanation for what this creature is whatsoever.
But all we get to fathom out is, whoever this entity is, he's been imprisoned on this planet for quite a considerable amount of time. So then he takes up the form of Sybok. And then he admits, yeah, I've been a bit of a tit, really.
I've got it all wrong. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, we should have been Mormons. They've got it right, mate.
Dum 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 dum.
Oh dear. At least he admits he titted up. A lot of people in Star Trek don't actually admit their faults.
This is my arrogance, my vanity, he says.
Isn't that kind of a... It's almost like the writers mocking Shatner. Because that's basically... This was Shatner's vanity project.
Yes, this will hang over him for the rest of his life.
Forget Rocket Man.
The first and only time he gets to direct a movie.
Yeah, the last.
Is his last.
And he took him horrendously over budget as well. How? You're probably whining and dining people.
Yeah, quite probably. I mean, I'm still trying to fathom how they spend 10 million per episode on Starfleet Academy. That's
called embezzlement. Possible. That's creative accounting on a grand scale. There's no way that you're getting 10 million's worth.
Nope.
So anyway, Spock says bye-bye to his brother. And he gives it the old, I couldn't help but notice your pain. And he tries to do his voodoo Jedi mind trick on him, doesn't he? But it's bad news for Sybok, because Kirk's got a great idea. Just fire a bunch of photon torpedoes down on this location.
Fire a bunch of photon torpedoes right where we're standing. We'll try and get away just in time.
Well, the thing is, Chekhov was a bit hard of hearing that day, and he fired down Gary Glitter and Jimmy Savile.
Now then.
He said, fire down a couple of pedos. Anyway, and this was just shocking. They used a sound effect from the original series, and this was all back projection on this model.
Terrible.
And it just looks shocking. I've seen kids with crayons do better. So, they kind of borrowed from Predator on this scene, because they do the run and jump over a rock, and then there's a big explosion. But they haven't quite done the job, because this entity is a little bit stronger than you would have first thought. But Sybok, he's toast. And look at that, they walked for miles, didn't they, towards that Stonehenge Vija thing? And look, they're 100 yards away from the shuttle now. What did they do, walk around in circles for 3 hours?
No idea.
Who's giving him directions? Chekhov. And he's getting them off the backside of his wig. So anyway, Mr. Scott, have you got the transporters working? He's been working on these transporters all the way through this film. I can take 2 of you, but I can't. That's quite convenient. Nice plot device there. I can take 2 of you. Hang on a minute, Scotty. There's 4 of us going down to this planet. Do you think you could push for 3? No. Sybok's dead, Captain. Oh dear. Let yourself down, Scotty.
Give it a go, Scotty. What's the worst that can happen? We'll end up with another Tuvix.
Yeah. I didn't want to brolly you, Wally. He's not forgiving him for beaming him down that umbrella. Remember that on the Power Gen adverts?
Yes, when he came down with breasts.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I like this bit. I mean, even the transporter effect wasn't up to usual standards. Now just wait a damn minute. I like that because the way they processed the McCoy's voice on the beam out was quite good. And then, oh dear, look, they reused the shot of the Klingon bird of prey.
Hey, I saw that shot earlier.
Yeah. Me, you, and everybody else. And I'm sure that's been recycled a number of times across Star Trek.
Yeah, it's like when Lursa and Bettel's ship get blown up in Generations.
Yeah.
You instantly go, wait a minute.
Wasn't that the prototype warbird, bird of prey from 6? Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And look at that, lo and behold, now beam up the captain, Mr. Scott. And then as soon as they walk out of the transporter, but off the pads, poof, the transporter's... Why is it the transporter's the weakest fucking thing on the ship?
Oh, thankfully, they got it all mastered in the 32nd century. You can just go through magic doors.
Yeah, and get a free haircut and a shower and a shave and everything else.
And a new uniform.
And a fluff of the balls. This entity's trying to take over the shuttle, and it's firing beams at Kirk. I want the location of the renegade Admiral Captain James T. Kirk. He's very Russian, isn't he? Obviously, Todd Bryant isn't Russian, but yet again, they were always the analogy for the Ruskies. Starfleet and the Federation of the USA. And everybody else in Star Trek are either Russians or nefarious people from sandy locations. If you know what I mean. There we go. I'm doing basketball now. You ever seen basketball, Z?
No.
I wonder if I get away with doing Orgasmo on the comedy month. I don't know. Hi, fellas. Do you want me on top? Oh God, I'm gonna have to send you a copy of Orgasmo, Z. It's well worth a watch.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah. Farewell, evildoers. Wait till you see what a Choda boy is.
I'm starting to think that I don't want to know.
Oh, you'll like it. Happy tart? Anyway, he's incapable of telling fibs, which he goes to disprove in 6. Actually, it's not a lie. It's an error.
An omission?
Yeah. By God, you will help me, sir. And he basically strong arms a Klingon here. It's like, you will help me. I'm just an old fool. Yeah, but you're his superior officer. He's a general.
You will try.
Yeah. Cord's a bloody general, for God's sake. Clag. Oh, no, sorry, Clar. I wonder if he's related. I wonder if he's related to Gaydon Clag. Clark.
Maybe they are the same family. Like,
I wonder if he's actually Jaden's last name's hyphenated with him having 2 dads.
Yeah.
I wonder if his other dad's name's Nut. Clag Nut. That'd be quite funny. If you know, you know. And yeah,
named after a pot naga.
Yeah. Clag Nut Curry. Oh yeah, one of my favourites, to be fair. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the video and you're watching on the re-rub, give the channel a sub and give the video a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. See, I'm getting in the swing of doing that now. I don't like doing it, but YouTube tells me I don't do it enough. How does it know? Anyway, more khaki. I mean, look at the bridge light. It's not even on the registry.
No.
It's skewed to port. How's that even possible?
I mean, when you look at the other Star Trek movies, like the motion picture and even on Wrath of Khan, the bridge has got all these tiny little lights that light up the hull.
Yeah.
And on this, it's got none of that at all.
Yeah, running lights and navigation lights. There's none of them at all in this. You know? It's just... Ugh. Punchy says, looks bad, man. It is. MC says that looks terrible on my big telly. It looked terrible on anybody's telly.
Yeah, it looked terrible on a 4.3 telly.
Yeah. Atom Gray says, did Terry Gilliam animate these ships?
He may as well have done.
Smile Lakes, my 2 Klingon dags with Greg Evigan. and Paul Reiser. I reckon it was Greg Evigan was the daddy. Oh no, God's still alive. Those sound effects were terrible. It just keeps going you at Kirk. And look, and like a poor marksman, you keep missing the target. Just to recycle a line. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Klingon bird of prey comes up over a cliff. Right. He was at ground level.
He was. And the guns are trained just slightly to his side.
And the stop-go animation on the disruptors was terrible.
Yes.
All I kept thinking, Dick Jones's arms look better. Phil Tippett must have been pissing himself laughing when he saw this, if he's ever seen it. Phil Tippett is like the master of stop-go. He just pissed himself laughing.
Next to Harryhausen.
Well, yeah, there is that. I mean, he was technically the daddy that started them all. Oh, look. Klingons have blown up God. Next week, they go after some Jehovah's Witnesses.
This is the price you pay for knocking on my door.
It's all right. We'll give you a copy of Watchtower.
I was watching repeats of God and SOS. I will kill you where you stand.
Oh, so it's me you want, you Klingon bastards. There we go. Even the beam effects look shit.
Yeah, but at least they're consistent with other movies.
Yeah, I mean, at least, he did try. He did give it a go. It wasn't 100%. Bran Ferren. Sounds like a fucking breakfast cereal. All Bran. And then, yeah, he's aboard the bird of prey. That suddenly only got... Actually, they kind of blew this out the water in the next one because obviously a different class of bird of prey, but the bird of prey transporter pads in the next film, in 6, are more consistent with the universe, the actual in-canon designs of transporters. Just nitpicking. In fact, those pads were quite good because one of them was reused off the set of Star Trek 2. There was a set that they designed for the transporter room inside the regular One Space Lab. That set and the pads were reused in Star Trek 3 when Uhura took care of Mr. Adventure. When they were doing the taking of the Enterprise.
I did not know that.
And then some of those pads were reused in the Klingon sets in Star Trek 6. But the pads that Burke and Samno transported onto and off of had grids over them in 6, but the other one didn't, which was quite weird. But Cord has basically commandeered the ship, and he gets his junior officer to apologize to Kirk.
I apologize for the unauthorized attack on your ship. It was not authorized by my government.
So he's eating humble pie at this point. Atom Gray says, Phil Tippett is the chosen one. He is indeed. MC said Phil Tippett is a god after Harryhausen. Yeah, he agrees with you there.
Yeah.
Smilex, never reuse your pads, girls. True. I agree. Oh my goodness. Brian for a tenner. Brian, you're the producer. You shouldn't be doing this. You've done the slides, for God's sake. But I appreciate it anyway. There's no need for Klingons to grab Kirk here, or for Spock still to be facing forward in the seat. It's a gotcha moment for the audience, but makes no sense from the point of view of the story. Do you know, I absolutely agree with that assessment. Oh, our ship's new gunner. It turns out it's Spock. Nice. Spock would happily shoot his load all day long to save Jim. Spock. Not in front of the Klingons, Captain.
Hmm.
You know, I've never known a ship have as many captains in the long run. Because at this point, there's 3 captains on board the Enterprise. Thank you, Brian. That is much appreciated, my friend. Yeah, there's 3 captains. Kirk's a captain. Spock's a captain. Scotty's a captain.
Sulu's a captain as well.
What, in this? Well,
no,
yeah,
not in
after this.
One, in the next one.
Yeah, because he finally takes on the Excelsior. But he was promised that in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, in a deleted scene.
Oh, this is the scene where Kirk refers to Spock as a brother who was lost but came back. Which is weird that he didn't mention George Kirk, his brother, from the original series, which was also played by William Shatner in Dodgy Tash.
Yeah, well, that was Operation Annihilation, wasn't it?
Yeah, Operation Annihilate.
Because the kid who played his nephew, he went on to create that blaster thing. That down, you know, that what they used for the sound effects for Vija.
Did he?
Is it Craig Hundley? Sure, it's him. Yeah, look up the I forgot what it's called. R2 knows. He knows exactly what I mean. Anyway, it's a bit of a how can I put it? You know, if you were in the showers at the leisure centre and you accidentally touch swords, this would be one of those moments.
How do you accidentally touch swords at a leisure centre?
In the showers.
How close are you getting to other people in the showers, Trevor?
Not me. I'm just trying to, use it as a metaphor.
I'm starting to worry about you.
No, there's nothing to worry about me. There we go. Blaster beam, says Professor R2. Invented by Craig Hundley, who changed his name. Because I think it was Handley or Hindley, and maybe it was Hindley, and he changed it because of the guy who took a pop shot at Ronnie.
Or Myra.
Yeah. So anyway, they all jollily leave the planet of Shakari. Oh, look, they've got the light back in the right position now. But look at that. That is piss poor.
It is.
That is way below standard. What are you two conspiring about? Basically, St. John Talbot is going to be getting some Romulan on later. He's going to fuck that 40 ways from a black hole. Cord's not getting any.
Snap him like a twig.
Cord's going to be stood there in the corner rubbing his tuppence. His 2 cocks. In fact, that'd be a good name for a Star Trek character. Instead of 2 Vicks, they could have had 2 cocks. Because the Klingons have got 2 cocks and 4 balls. No wonder Klingons are angry all the time. They must be crushing their own knackers. Hang on a minute.
Is that Romulan ale?
Yeah.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
It's always Romulan ale. In fact, there was a cheap beer shop in a couple of towns over that was selling a drink called Romulan ale, but it was actually a beer, and it said the cunning choice, and I thought that was great. I had that bottle for years.
Yes, I used to have a bottle of Red Dwarf cider.
Really?
Yes. It wasn't actually named after the series. It actually had a picture of a red dwarf on it.
Oh, an actual sun.
No, a red small person.
Oh, not a Jupiter Mining Corporation vessel.
No, not at all.
Not Z3PO, Wrench says. Did you notice I wrenched him last week? Did anybody else notice I wrenched him? It says here, I thought the ILM Magicam model was damaged on publicity tours and they needed much repair. I don't know. Punchy says, production-wise, this looks more like a TV show. Kevin Blackburn is going to be singeing Romulan myth. Do you mean morph? Franco, trust you. Do Klingons also have two arseholes? I don't know. Atom Gray says, yeah, it's all very television looking. It's like a Hallmark Sunday afternoon movie. Or remember when Channel 5 started and they were playing some really dodgy movies?
Yeah.
It's like one of those. Oh, Smilex, you do make me chuckle. I bet they have Walls Viennetta too. Ooh, this'll interest you. Cartoon Man says, I think there was a Jupiter Mining Corporation Leopard beer for a promotion.
Oh, I would love to have had some of that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Smilex says, I've got some Captain Kirk cologne here. Are you sure it's not Yardley Gold and you've just, like, wrote on with a Sharpie? Oh, dear.
Is this movie over yet, Trev?
Yeah. Sorry, you got to be somewhere. I'll speed it along.
No.
Well, anyway.
I don't have to be anywhere, but this movie just seems like it's going on longer than its actual runtime.
This, he says, everybody's human, and Spock takes offense at that. And then they go on this camping, and it all gets a bit Brokeback Mountain after that. Row your boat gently down the stream. Why did we both sound like Blakey for a moment? There we go. I got through that in the end. Artie says the cheap effects company slapped a bunch of cheap paint on it, and it had to be refurbished for $6. Yeah, very flat. Yeah,
it is. But like I said at the beginning, it's far superior to any episode of Starfleet Academy we've watched to date.
MC says it's like they couldn't be arsed.
I'm looking forward to it this week because the cadets steal a shuttle and go looking for Caleb's mum, and Newsbracker's back. And
oh,
God.
Yeah, I know. Only 2 more weeks to go, Z, then the nightmare stops.
No, it doesn't, because we got season 2.
Yeah, but at least how long's the hiatus going to be between seasons?
That's if they decide to finish it at all.
Yeah, there is that, I suppose. Well, they wrapped, didn't they, the other day on season 2?
They might wrap, but they might also be able to use it as a tax write-off.
Well, yeah.
Warner
Brothers did it, didn't they?
Yeah, Batgirl.
I think this has all been one tax fiddle, to be fair.
It does seem that way. How can you spend 100 million on 10 episodes and they all be garbage?
I know. And, those sets aren't that impressive. And I'm guessing a lot of them have been repurposed from other shows in the Kurtzman stall. So it wouldn't have cost that much. I mean, the initial development of everything, fair enough. But, I mean, unless it's because they're having to tenure them studios. But then again, it's like they've called it the Trek stage, haven't they? That studio place in Toronto.
Well, it's not going to be known as the Trek stage for much longer.
No. Do you know? Like you say, in the grand scheme of things, this is bottom of the barrel for the original series movies. But it's still got a charm to it. It's still Trek.
So. You can still go back and watch it and be a little bit entertained.
This normally got shown on the BBC after the news after Grandstand. And then when it had been done, because they'd always cut a bit out or speed up the ending to get out of it quicker, even the BBC knew. If you were lucky enough, if you flicked over to ITV, you'd like catch the beginning of Time Tracks.
Chloe Annette. I love that series.
Was Chloe Annette in that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Female lead.
Really? As in Chloe Annette, who played Kachansky?
Kachansky in Red Dwarf, yeah.
Not the original, because Claire McGrogan
Claire
was the
Grogan
original
the
Kachansky, wasn't she?
Yeah,
And wasn't she in the band Altered Images?
she was. I could be happy. I
Happy,
could be
yeah.
happy.
Happy birthday, diddle-diddle. Oh, God. It's like being at work. Crikey. Anyway, I want to thank everybody in the chat.
Yes, thank you very much for suffering with us.
Yeah. Thank you to Brian, who I think must have won the lottery. Because not only did he chuck us 3 pot knackers, he chucked us another 5. And also massive thank you to Dutch Gradient as well for gifting another 5 member. Crikey. I have got the best viewers and the best team.
We do love you.
And do you know something? It was a pleasure. This time last week, we got the band back together.
Oh, it was amazing, wasn't it?
There was only one person missing. Graham. He was the only person missing. For like my original, when we started. Because it was me, you, Brian, Swappers, and Graham. We had the addition of Ruin. And I'm guessing Ruin will be back when we do Star Wars again. Well, he's welcome back anytime. He knows that. But he's a busy chap, is Ruin. Anyway, thank you, Z3PO, you spunky rag from Tatooine.
I would say it's been a pleasure, but it absolutely has not. What a horrible film.
I hear you're a little bit busy tomorrow. You're on a Tinder date with Salacious Scrum. Have you seen that video on social media? A girl goes to cosplay as Salacious Scrum. And it's amazing. She's Asian. She's Asian, but she just, when she's like dressed up, it just it made me snot, put it that way.
How big is she?
I'd say she's at least 5'6". But she pulls it off. Anyway, we're digressing. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Z3PO. Me and Z will be back on Thursday.
Oh, yes, we will. For more.
Just Bad Trek. I know. But no, hang on a minute. Compared to Kurtzman Trek, this is gold.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's been bad. You know? So thank you, everybody.
That bad.
And don't forget, the rest of March, we're actually going to have a laugh because our original motto when we started the channel, do you remember what the motto was, Z?
Don't eat yellow snow.
No. Let's make YouTube fun again. And we've kind of done that in a way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Take care, guys, or we'll catch you on Thursday. Thank you, Z.
You're welcome.
Next week, Just Great Movies is back to normal service with a proper 80s banger. For the rest of March, we're going to look at some of the best comedy films pop culture has to offer. So we're going to kick off in great style with Police Academy. It's funny, it's cheeky, and it was considered overly gross back in the day. That's why we love it.